I've been gone for a whole week, and I know I haven't shown my face on camera for a whole week, and that is because I was having a really strong period of accelerated energy or shift, if you want to call it. And I think during that time I kept thinking I want to do a video, but there are two reasons why I actually did not do a video. One was that I actually didn't have any messages come along. I really didn't catch up on any messages. It was quite more about a personal time off, more like I was taking some personal time away to figure out my own changes or my own energetic shifts. Ignore this, it's because my cat loves sleeping in the closet these days, so he's in there and I have to keep the door open. I don't know how to keep it closed. So I have a few so as I was saying, the messages only came to me the last 2 days, and I've been really tired, and I don't know if maybe you can see it on my face. I'm actually tired. It's 2 a.m. and I decided to be like, you know what, I gotta show up. I just cannot do this. So I wrote this in my journal yesterday. But before I read this, I just want to tell you guys what I just heard while I was cleansing my aura, and while I was cleansing my space, and while I was, lighting up the incense, doing the rituals that I usually do before starting a video like this. I heard a portal to, was it accept magic, or a portal to expect or accept magic. I think this is gonna find two kinds of people. One, you're either somebody who is really gifted and you wanna approach magic and you've been scared to do this, or maybe you're just ready to take the next step forwards into a very magical reality that you've been cultivating for a very long time. Or this is gonna find someone who really wants some magic in their life, and I think this is a portal for you, or an invitation for you to expect more magic in your life henceforth. So that was there. I heard that, and I was supposed to talk about this, and I was supposed to talk about the changes in your career, in your energy, in your personal life in another video, because this particular video was supposed to be about the changes or shifts in the energy of love, specifically twin flames or soulmates. Love that is so deep that even science cannot prove it. Love that is so deep, even deeper than the depths of the ocean, to the point where your souls are intertwined and that you can sense their souls in your own soul, and they can sense your soul in their own soul. A love so deep where your thoughts are the same. You can hear their thoughts. You can feel what they're feeling. You can hear their thoughts. You can actually sense what's going on with them, and they can do that too. So this, hear me out. This is what I wrote. The main catch here I want you guys to focus on is on a sentence that I want you guys to tell me what you guys found to be the most resonating, or I just wish you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to explain it. Like, just tell me what you think the most important sentence or the most important takeaway from this whole thing is. Okay, I wrote this on 23rd June 2026 on a Tuesday night. A siren call to all twin flames. I'll keep your love safe. Do you feel it? Feel their love for you, asking you to trust their awareness, maturity, and ability to take responsibility. Fear not, dear human. You must be brave to see forth and through the masks made by reality in your mind. You're just a human, my love, troubled by your past of abandonment. But fear not, my love. Look beyond and into the soul of your love. See soul to soul, if not eye to eye. For eye is just the window to the soul. You, my lovers, have access to the whole soul. You don't need a door. All you need is to trust one another. Trust them, dear lover. Trust the universe which orchestrated this love affair. Open your chest and body and mind and soul to the pure love that exists between you both. What looks like abandonment is not true, for your human side is the only one hurt, guided by your soul who feels the deep healing and mature love of your lover. Hold hands with each other, your two souls made for each other. Whisper together again and again, over and over, till even the heaven reverberates, till earth shakes, till your soul merge and stitch with the same trust. I'll keep your love safe. Feel that love in the home of your heart. Let it stay, breathe, live, dance, and play. Let loose your reins. They cause more pain than you know. Let this love live, breathe, flow freely in the air like a free bird. Let it dance and swing around and exist in its true form like a nymph dancing in the water. Let their love and heart feel safe with you, and let yours be safe with them. Hold each other's heart with great grace. The pain you felt, so did they. I'll keep your love safe. I'll keep your love safe. It's a new age love and a new age chant. This love shall thrive in the hands of its lovers. 4:11 p.m. Oh, I wrote this in the noon, not at night. 4:11 is my angel number. I love these numbers. And I ended this script at 4:11 p.m., which is very significant. This is the age of overcoming fear, to see love, trusting. Let me read it again. This is the age of overcoming fear, to see love, of trusting in the uncertainty, the dark depths of the unknown, trusting that your lover is aware of you as much as you are aware of them in the dark, to keep each other safe, loved, and comforted. Who else will? It's your journey. So whoever you are, I think there is this very deep, I think by the time this video finds you, it's a very deep piece, or how do I say this? This is the most truest, or the most existing, or the most seen you felt this entire time in this love. For the first time, it's like you can feel this love in its truest form, without any hindrance, without any distortion, without the disturbance of fear, your own doubts taking over. Which is why I say that this is a new age, where you are finally overcoming fear and you're deciding to see this love in the eye, soul to soul. As I said, eyes are just doors to the soul, and you have access to the whole soul. You don't need eyes to see this. You don't need eyes to see how, I heard decadent your lover is. I mean, how loving, or how trusting, and how responsible your lover is. You must be somebody who definitely has a lot of trauma to deal with, and you have been working on them. But I think this particular phase was the last stepping stone where you let go of this for the last time, and you're no longer tied up in the dark, murky, sticky shackles of fear that are stopping you from experiencing this love. So this moment in time, this phase is so special because you are experiencing this love for the first time in its truest, purest form. And this is bliss. It's bliss. I cannot even explain the feeling, but it's bliss. Be open to the ways this could happen, because I think it's actually pretty important. I was actually thinking that day, and I was like, why do I keep thinking that it has to be in a certain way? What if it's coming in another way? I should be open to it. Only then will I be surprised, and only then will I it's kind of like you lose the reins on deciding when, where, and how, because it's literally not your job. It's literally something that the divine is going to orchestrate, or it's something that the divine will come up with. So I think it's very important to physically also let go of this, because it feels physical, you know. Just because it's emotional, it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect you physically. You would feel it in your heart. It's like rains. It holds you tight. It gives you anxiety. It gives you fears. You start thinking, if it doesn't happen like that, because if you're thinking that it has to happen in a certain way, and you're waiting for it to happen in a certain way, and it never does. So now you're questioning the love. Now you're questioning the person. But what if you let go of the way it happens? This is actually tea, honestly. I did not pre-think this. I did not pre-prepare this topic. Except for the writing, this I did not pre-prepare. That is so cool. Because you're so focused on a certain way that this is gonna come in. You are so focused on it, it doesn't happen, and now you're blaming the person, and you're blaming God, or you're blaming the universe for whatever the hell has happened. But truly, if you step away from that and you look in a, and you're just open, you're like, whatever, however it shall come, it should happen, it shall come however. And then you're filled with hope, and you're filled with certainty in the divine that this, what the hell? Who fell? Someone fell outside? I don't know. So you're filled with hope and certainty, and you're filled with surety that this is gonna come from anywhere. And you're no longer at the mercy of the fear that constantly tells you, oh look, this should have happened already. Why isn't it happening? Maybe because it isn't supposed to happen that way. Soy milk. This is another message that I want to put out in this video. Last night I was about to sleep. Now I have this little habit. I don't know, should I call it a bad habit or just something I love doing, because, well, I don't have anywhere to be when I wake up. I don't have to go anywhere, right? In the mornings I'm at home. I stay home. I do everything that I do at home. I don't work. So because I'm home, I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. I'm living my best life. FYP. FYP? Why did I say FYP? Isn't it FYI? FYP, your FYP page. For you page. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Why did I say FYP? But I think the rest that I've received, or the rest, is one of the best blessings ever. So yeah, I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. So I have this habit where I listen to songs, and while I was listening to the song, I just fell asleep. Not asleep, sorry. I was kind of like in a half asleep kind of state, like a trance-like state, and I saw something. I saw a vision that I want to share with you guys, because I think that's very important. So in this vision, it's like there were 3 hoops or 3 rings that were kind of, you know how the Olympic rings look like, right? They overlap each other and they're kind of interconnected. This is what these rings look like too, and I was holding on to them, and I don't know why, but there was this network, or there was this form of diagram, and I remember saying to myself that, oh, I'm never gonna run out of it. It's like it's never ending. I'm never gonna run out. And boom, I wake up from this trance-like state. I wake up from this half asleep state, and the song that's going on is Style by Taylor Swift, and it's like, we never run out of style. I was like, oh, that wasn't a coincidence. I'm never gonna, because the whole diagram, or the whole system, or the whole network that I was seeing in my vision was so abundant, was so fulfilling. It was like it was providing for itself. It was like a lot of things. I don't know how to explain it, because I don't even remember what I saw. But all I remember telling myself is, oh, I'll never run out of it. And I meant it in the sense of career. You'll never run out of abundance and money and career and love and anything, whatever you're here for. And that is the most beautiful affirmations that the universe has ever given me, and I wanted to share that with you because I think that is very significant. And I wanted to include that in another video, in a separate video, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I literally heard, oh, this is a portal, an invitation to expect magic or to accept magic, and I think it is important that I mention this as well because you're never gonna run out of it. Another very important concept is that as you're stepping up into this new version or this new reality where you are going to be expecting a lot of new experiences, new places, new people, you gotta remember, or you ought to know that you are always protected. And I want to say this affirmation, and I think this affirmation alone is enough for you to understand what I'm saying, that you, your loved one, your loved ones, your possessions are all safe and protected by the heavens. And I mean it. Because I think we as humans are always expecting something bad or something to go wrong, or, well, things have been going good, something has to go wrong. And if you were at peace, you're thinking about a future where something could go wrong. So it's just a normal human state, and I think it's because we've been conditioned to behave like this, or we've been conditioned to view this world in a certain way, and not our fault. Sometimes life reinforces such beliefs, right, because of the things that happen. But it's very important to know that nothing bad would ever happen to you except for the things that only seem like it, but they're actually there for your growth. They're actually there for an expansion. They're actually there to catapult you into a new reality or into a much expanded state of being. Another topic that I am so eager to talk about, which again circles back to love and the energy of love. I love love and I can talk about it for hours, but I've been realizing how important love is for everybody and for everyone in their life, because think about it, love is creation. Oh, okay. Think about it. Love is creation. Love is the energy of creation. It is what created us. It is what created this whole universe. It is what creates your future generations as well. Think about love. Think about how potent love is. And I want you to think about if you could put that love or inject that love into each and every area of your life. There is a term for this called the orgasmic living. This is not PG, okay? But the term is orgasmic living, because what you do is that you live your life in a way that even the most boring moments of your life, you're just absorbing it. You're grateful to have it, and you're not filling them. You're embracing them. You're enjoying those moments of stillness. Because I feel like as a person who's very ambitious, even though I've learned to rest, I think it's still sometimes hard. So every time I'm just laying down, I'm like, this is bad. I should be doing something. But then I realized orgasmic living, like, yeah, hell yeah. So the moment I was just laying down and I was scrolling, I was like, this is such a privilege. I get to do this today, or I get to have peace. And I think it's all about enjoying each and every moment, savoring each and every moment, and finding that stillness, finding that love, or finding that gratefulness within each and every moment, or within each and every experience of your life, even if that means you're just laying down doing nothing. Well, how lucky are you that you had a very boring day? How lucky are you that you are not, okay, I'm talking out of experience. How lucky are you to be doing nothing and laying around rather than being or rushing to the emergency ward of a hospital? Because I have had this moment, right, where I was very bored and I was really upset with my life, that why is my life like this? And then the next day what I know is that I'm taking my sister to the to the hospital and we're rushing her in for emergency, and she gets admitted. And the whole day was such a memory that I just don't want to remember that, or I don't want to recollect any memories from that. I don't want to revisit it. But I remember thinking that day, I was crying and I was looking at the city lights, and I just thought that I'd rather have a boring day. I'd rather have a day where I'm doing nothing. I'm just lazing around. I have nothing to do. And I'd rather have the privilege of doing nothing and just resting than having a day like this. So, oh, my nose is itchy. So, I don't know why, but I was called to say that, or I was called to tell you guys about that experience, because yes, I'd rather savor the moment of peace, of boredom, and enjoy it and think of it as, well, how lucky I am. It's just pleasure. It's pleasurable to be like that, than, have anything chaotic happening to me. So, orgasmic living, I love that. I've been doing that for so long, but I think I just dived a little more deeper in it. Also because I just found a term to call it. Like, I do not know what to say. Like, okay, I live like this, but I don't know how to explain it. Like even a mug of coffee. I know people who take a mug of coffee and they just dunk it at one go, or they just they just sit, or they have a lot of thoughts in their head rushing through their heads. They're on their phone, they're already planning the next steps, or they're already thinking about or searching about something, and they just don't have peace. Even a cup of coffee cannot be had in peace. Like, it has to be accompanied with some form of stress or with some form of busybody behavior. I have such people around me, and I'm so mad at them. It's not their fault, but I know that they can have a beautiful life. I know that they can experience something much beautiful. That was a good insight, not gonna lie. For me, I think these topics were very important to mention. The twin flame thing, the invitation to magic, the portal opening, the never running out of things, to always expect good things, and because things are gonna be fine. You're safe. You're guided. You're heavily guided. You're heavily protected. That, and the last one, the orgasmic living. I just cannot believe I literally just put everything in one video, but it felt like it had to be in one video. I don't know. It just felt right that it had to be in one video. So that was it. I think this video is gonna shut off soon. So bye bye. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll record more.